Hello folks, this is my harley-davidson and I am riding my 2017 Ultra Limited with the Stage 4 awesomeness, and today is July 14th, Saturday, July 14th, and the Lords of Summer Carolina conflagration is still underway. We are riding out to Nag's Head. Behind me I have the absolutely most awesomest riders with me ever, my wingman, Harley Truck.
Good day and welcome aboard, everyone.
I don't know if you can see him in the mirror there. I'll try to. And then behind Harley Truck, we have the unstoppable force of nature, otherwise known as That's Just Moose.
Yes, here I am. It's just Moose.
So we were riding out 200 and something miles. We're going to try to anyway, to Nag's Head, North Carolina, where we will make a left, because if we don't, we're going to hit the ocean.
Yeah, I didn't buy the pontoon package for this thing.
I didn't come with mine either.
Yeah. That's, I think that would void your warranty.
Yeah, kind of bad.
Pretty sure salt water in the engine might be a bad thing.
And we're going to head up to Kitty Hawk to see where the Wright brothers first flew their little rickety plane.
Yahoo! Never been. I'm looking forward to it.
And what the hell is he doing there? What are you're trying to do a 3-point turn, aren't you, you dick? Anyway, so yesterday we practiced our turning, I guess you call it U-turning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do the whole one.
Low speed
maneuver.
turns.
And we did pretty well. It's not easy when it's, you're hot because it's a really hot day and humid, and you're tired at the end of the day, and it's after what 800 and something or 1,000 miles of riding over the previous few days. So we we weren't very proud of ourselves, but I think we did a good job. What do you guys think?
Varying degrees of success. I'm the one that needing the most improvement, I do believe.
I think that the accident that you had, it kind of took your mojo a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still when I laid cash down a couple of months ago, it's still messing with my right hand. I'm very timid, and I wasn't before.
Yeah. Yep.
In a left turn, I can point him, squirt him, and I'm gone. But that right side, it just messes with me every single time.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems after my accident, getting more confident, and I always thought to myself that I'm never going to really feel confident on the right until I fall down again on the right and not break something. And so yesterday, after all the circling that we were doing, I think we got, Jay and I were able to get within like 18 feet.
Yeah, we finally got it.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant to see.
On the left. I can't. My weak side's my right.
Yeah, me too.
But I learned yesterday where I need to improve and what I got to do, so that was helpful.
Yep.
Very, very.
Because if you do it yourself, you can't see what you're doing. But you got somebody sitting there, know you're doing this. Okay, now I know. So.
Yeah.
And I think we could recommend something
Yep.
for all people watching this who ride a motorcycle of any kind. Think about doing this every time you ride, or every day. At some point, find an empty, safe place. Some place that maybe you feel most comfortable, and there's not a whole lot of vehicles or dangers around, and practice 2 U-turns. Just every time you ride, just practice 2 U-turns.
And pick a side.
And yeah, and try, maybe do the left ones for like 3 or 4 days, and then do the right ones for 3 or 4 days. Just keep doing it, and you will incrementally get better.
Yep.
And Mark, you were going to say something. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't want to, just interject into your vlog, but it's it's trying to remember the MSF course and how they were telling you to do it when you were first doing it. We were out there an hour before we remembered that you had to turn out and then turn back in to a U-turn.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to go like that first.
Yeah,
And
you
then
dive
like that.
out and then dive back the other way to execute the U-turn.
Exactly.
And that helped. Yeah, it's
That
tightened it
tightens
right
us
up.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So there are plenty of YouTube videos out there about MSF maneuvering and preparing for the MSF course. Watch a couple of those. Make sure you got your technique right before you go out and start practicing.
Yep.
But yes, we've made the pact that every day that we ride, we'll do that. We'll find a parking lot, lines, no lines, or whatever, and just practice that U-turn. Because I get squirrely on a U-turn. I would dare say most of us do.
Now, an important point to bring up is the feeling of shame or of your embarrassment, fear of incompetence. There are these fears that we all carry around in us about, am I a real biker, or am I skilled? And then I used to be the type that would think if I tipped over my bike, if I dropped my bike and got a scrape on the crash bars or whatever, that's a shameful thing, and oh God, I'm not a real rider. And yesterday when I was practicing, I left Jay and Mark behind because it was a really long lot, and I was just practicing these zigzags, and I was trying to lean the bike over as much as I could. And then I was practicing left turns and right turns and left turns and right turns, and I was kind of headed up a little bit of a hill, and I was trying to turn as tight as I could, and I didn't throttle enough, and the bike went over and tossed me off, and I did a shoulder roll to my right, and scratched up my stuff and had to pick up my bike, which I did thanks to the help of Mark's tutelage, reminding me of where to put my butt on the seat. And
he lifted it himself, and it was brilliant to see.
I did it myself, uphill, both ways.
We would have stepped in, but he'd never picked up a bike before, and he needed to pick that one up just to say that he could.
Exactly. And then I got back on, and I made a bunch of right turns just to make sure that I wasn't, when you fall down, you got to get back up, and you got to do the thing that you did that made you fall.
Yep.
So you can get your confidence back. And of course, it doesn't all come back immediately.
Nope, not at all. But it's a process.
The moment I fell, I did not feel bad at all. I felt like this is part of the process of the practicing, and so it's going to happen,
Yeah, it's not a matter of if, it's when.
And then people say, well, now your crash bars are all scratched up. Well, that's what they're frickin' for.
You can always buy another one if you want.
Yeah, you can buy more crash bars if you need to. It's going to hurt the value of the bike. No, it's really not.
No. It's a bolt-on part.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I would feel shame if I were doing something, if I were being too timid, on an easy place, just, I'm scared, and I tip over because I'm incompetent. That I would feel bad about.
But then you wouldn't have a license either.
Yeah. If I'm duck walking it, and then all of a sudden, I fall over because I'm stupid, that would be like, oh shoot, yeah, that's bad. But when you're practicing and you're trying difficult maneuvers, it's going to happen. There's a video I watched from New York, the police up there, the motorcycle police. I think it's in New York or Pennsylvania, and it's very famous. And people come from all across the country to do this motorcycle training course for cops. And they show you the whole thing from start to finish, you know, in snippets.
Yeah.
And you see the first day or two, these cops are making these maneuvers on their, you know, Road Kings or ultra-looking bikes, and they're falling over. Some of them are just, you know, the bike tips over and they got a foot down and they kind of stumble. Others actually did a shoulder roll like I did. So that kind of thing happens, and these cops that you see doing these amazing maneuvers in like Ride Like a Pro, and you think, oh wow, that's so great, he's so good and I'm not. Well, how did he get there? He got there by fucking up and
Yeah, he fell down a lot.
Falling down a lot. That's how you do it.
Now, if they would give me a motorcycle to do that with,
yeah,
so I don't have to bash mine to pieces, that would be a win too.
It would be nice. Unfortunately, we can't. So you know, we take kind of the middle road. You know, I don't want to become like, you know, Jerry the Motorman Palladino.
Yeah, I'm never going to be Evel Knievel.
But
I know this.
Left side. But
Left side.
To be reasonable, you know, so that you can make a U-turn on a street that's 19 feet wide, and without having to put your feet down, and without having to, you know, to be very herky-jerky timid about it. You look and you go, kind of thing.
That's the goal, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, it builds confidence, and your skill level is better. So, if you can, try to practice stuff, and don't feel bad if you fall down, because that's part of the process.
Yeah, and you know, it's strange to get it there in your head, because I feel confident with this bike. I can ride it anywhere, anytime, and not have a problem with it. I try to go the other direction, and I freak out.
Yep.
Without a 3-point turn.
And that's just part of the, you know, the learning curve or whatever. And you get there. Like, I'll give you an example. There's a rider who shall remain nameless that I know and my buddies know, who was very timid on a Road King when we first met this person.
Yep. And
was duck walking it all over the place. But then the following year, we were up at the Mountaineer Inn in Asheville, and there was a right-hand turn up a very steep hill.
And we were all concerned.
And we thought, there's no way he's going to make this. He's going to dump it. And he didn't. He did it like he was born to it, you know?
Come right up, just like he owned it.
Yep. And so he improved vastly, and now the dude rides all over the damn country pretty much.
You got more mileage in than I do.
Yep. So more power to him, you know? You start off timid and goofy looking, and then eventually you get good. You just got to keep at it.
Yep.
All right. This is my Kaylee 7 on the road to Nag's Head, and I'll talk to you guys later.